The just presides over us all. The future of the Empire rests in her even hands. The just goddess presides over us all. The future of the Empire rests in her even hands.
The Lord's Labyrinth, opened by Emperor Exile.
The just goddess presides over us all. The future of the Empire rests in her even hands.
First on the second governor of Asmeri. So, greetings my fellow lords and ladies, welcome back to another episode of the Exiled Diary. My name is Lord Longface, and this episode we will be finishing the Vanilla story campaign and the first Ascendancy trial. Izaro was an emperor. That's what we know now. We do know that indeed he was an emperor, or indeed still is an emperor.
The goddess is watching.
Because he isn't dead. Now the first Ascendancy trial isn't that hard. Because you are most likely a little bit over leveled once you enter.
In the impressionable youth of my reign, I was encouraged to believe in the precious nature of my imperial blood. The divine claret, as one fool of a courtier would repeat with tiresome regularity. Unfortunately, my divine claret refused to pour from one cup to another. Try as I might, with a lovely procession of young and ever dutiful wives, my noble seed simply would not sprout. Who then to choose as my worthy successor? With the candidates on hand either mediocre at best or maniacal at worst, I found myself in quite the quandary. That's when fortune took me by the hand and led me to a forgotten tome on a forgotten shelf in the quietest corner of San Library. A tome entitled Ancient Traditions of Asmerian Ascendancy. The rest, one might say, is history.
Another faction has joined the fray. The Asmeri. Now what the fuck is the Asmeri? I thought we had enough. I thought we had enough freaking civilizations to deal with. Can I remember any more Asmeri? I might. I actually might remember. But that's in the next chapter, the next act. So yeah, I will not spoil anything.
This one is captured. I know.
Oh wait, that is that one book. Alright, never mind. The door's locked. Yeah, I know. Let me through, please. Whoa. Discharge. Oh, wait. Thunder Fist, Ice Flower, and Fire. Thunder Fist, Ice Flower, Fire. Thunder Fist, Ice Flower, Fire. Thunder Fist, Ice Flower, Fire. Thunder Fist. God damn it. Alright. Again. Thunder Fist. Wait. You gotta be kidding me. Really? I can't anymore? Well, fuck you two then. I didn't want the extra loot. God damn it. What was it even? A curious lockbox. Maybe I still can. I don't know. Hey, alright. I thought so. There wasn't a nice, you know, audio effect of me failing something, so yeah. Treasure key. That's what I wanted. Alright. Ooh, the war sword. It's of a tier lower than my sword right now. Alright, nice, nice. The boots are promising though. 76 maximum life? Jesus. That's quite a large amount of life. Yeah, I thought so. Multiple freaking discharges. I almost died. With an enfeeble even. Damn. Another lockbox. Well, Decker chest, I guess. The next gargoyle you hit will be killed instantly. Strong rope net. Now where's the exit? Anybody here know the exit? No? Alright, fine. Then not, I think. Yeah, no. If it was rolled better then maybe, but even though the sockets aren't that nice. I need to have at least a 3 socket strength. A 3 linked socketed strength. Piece of armor. To put my
You have been captured, beast.
tectonic slam.
You will be a survivor, or you will. Survivor, you are well prepared for the end. This is a fine capture.
Ooh, more increased attack damage. chance to dodge spell damage. That's a nice little bonus. More life? Yeah. It doesn't give more defenses, but it does give me more damage and more life. So, indirect defenses, I guess. I do need a new mace, though. I don't want to use a sword, because then I cannot use Earthquake. And I would like to use Earthquake. Or fusing, nice. Alright. Where is my current... Oh wait, it's just a one-way ticket. One-way street. One-lane street. Whatever, you know what I mean. There's only one way to go, so yeah. The Ascendancy trial. Oh.
The weary traveler draws close to the end of the path.
The Ascendancy trials are kind of a semi-hardcore event. Because if you die, you have to restart it all over again. You might say that's not that big of a deal. I know, more to kill, more experience, more loot. But the end loot, you know, stash is what you want. That's the highest chance of uniques, etc.
The Asmeri were the first culture known in history to use trials of strength, wisdom, and spirit to select its chieftains. The first Lord's trial was a rough-hewn maze festooned with wild animals and brutal traps, crafted to test aspiring Asmerian leaders' body, mind, and soul. In conquering the adversities of the maze, a champion proved they were capable of bearing the crushing burden of chieftainship. The first trials were simple contraptions reflecting simple times. As the Asmerian civilization grew in number and complexity, so did the trials, from treacherous mazes to bewildering labyrinths. Alas, there are no surviving descriptions of the labyrinth that tested and proved the worth of Viruso Prima Imperialis. I imagine it was quite something to behold.
Alright, thank you Isara for a little bit more information about the culture of the Asmeri. Dear God, we need more of that. Wait, it does give extra strength though. Nah. This one isn't linked, but I don't need links. Oh. Nope, it doesn't give maximum life, so no. If I had any blue sockets, this might have been handy, so I will keep that one. Topaz ring, just right over there. Alright. Now, the first real test.
Some things that slumber should never be awoken.
Hello, Izero.
Finish this. Loyal must be avenged. Rise to the occasion. inexhaustible. Pity the emperor who sits alone on his throne.
Isn't every emperor sitting... Oh, wait, you should pity all emperors. No, you shouldn't. Well, if they're a good emperor, then you should. You know, being a leader isn't that, easy. I would guess, because I don't want to be a leader. Seems way too hard. But a bad emperor, no, you shouldn't be pitying that. Why so many shrines there? I never had this shrine. It's pretty awesome. It just gives you free skeletons, eh? That's neat. But not something that I truly need. Alright. Oh.
The son of Esamir met the son of San upon the road to the imperial throne. The Eternal offered his cunning, his eyes and ears bought and paid for. The Esamite offered his strength, his sword, earned in the arena. A pact was forged, with the labyrinth as witness. 2 men separated by blood, 2 men bound by hope, 2 men, and only 1 emperor. The son of Esamir met the son of San upon the road.
The Esamites and the Eternals were actually once of the same social status. That is interesting. They seem to make it look like they were just slaves to the Eternals. The Esamites were just slaves to the Eternals. Which obviously they weren't. Dear God. I didn't see those. Was this even worth it? Kind of, but is there still something? I think there's still something to get in this. Anyway, we will enter it through the backside then. I'm going to full clear this because there might be more lore. You never know. Yeah, no, I don't like the freaking suicide discharging bombers. They are really powerful. Shut up. I said shut up. Yeah, the shadow lurkers. They are not nice. whoa, whoa. Calm your tits. Discharge. Treasure key. Nice, nice. Any rings lying around? No, but there's a belt. Alright. Yeah, no. That's not worth it. Ooh, the chest piece though. Oh wait, it's not the astral plate. It doesn't give elemental resist. So never mind. It's not a good plate. I do need to get used to all these movement skills though. Normally I would just walk. It's not as fast, you know? Another poem.
The Ezamite and the Eternal took their rest in the lee of Strife's gale and remembered the travelled road. Beast and fiend had fallen and bled to the Ezamite's sword, swift and true. Trap and trial had risen and succumbed to the Eternal's wits, quick and shrewd. 2 men had cried their triumph, a warrior and his guide, whilst other ascendants echoed their pride with anguish and agony. The Ezamite and the Eternal took their rest in the lee of Strife's gale and remembered the travelled road. Beast and fiend had fallen and bled to the Ezamite's sword, swift and true. Trap and trial had risen and succumbed to the Eternal's wits, quick and shrewd.
So they actually, you know, got far. Alright. Now, the plot twist is that there's only going to be one Ascendant now, isn't there? Isn't it?
Great job, Exile. I now will take the captain.
When the time comes to strike, an emperor strikes without hesitation. To entertain doubt is to dance with death.
I guess. Was there really no more trials in here? Maybe down there, but that's a bit low to go back to. I guess maybe here. Yeah. Well, there's a chest, nonetheless. The next conduit you interact with will be disabled permanently. I think that's it then. There might be more, but I don't truly care, because this is just the first tier of Ascendancy. I've got 2 keys, so yeah, that's more than enough for me at this moment. Alright, more lore.
The Asmeri were consummate survivors. They had to be, having been sired in the most inhospitable range of mountains in all of Rayclast. Unfortunate, some might say. I do not. I believe it was the making of them, and of us, their descendants.
Ah,
So it is no wonder that they developed the Lord's trial. With survival being a moment-by-moment concern, that harried people grew to understand power quite intimately. Strong leadership is able to bridge the chasm between existence and extinction. Poor leadership might see an entire tribe vanish into that same chasm. When the Asmeri descended from their mountains to conquer the fecund lands of central Rayclast, they thrived and multiplied with utmost alacrity in those more forgiving climes. For is it not poverty that teaches us how we might excel in times of plenty?
yes, yes it is. That's why people who are born into, wealth aren't as productive as the people who made their wealth themselves. And that's just a general statement. I truly expect somebody somewhere in the history of mankind who actually was as successful as their parents in their endeavors. But the how you call it, the general state, the general, goddamn, you know what I mean. I can't come with the words at this moment. It's just the average, thank God, the average isn't as productive as their parents.
When one defiles the effigy, one defiles the Emperor. Find your determination.
The storms? No, I don't really care about the conduits of storms. Conduits of flames, I don't really care about that too. But the conduit of frost. Fuck that.
Give up yourself. Finish this. You are inexhaustible. Empires are forged in stone and fire.
And that's 2. You know it. It is the rule of freeze. Another side area. is available here. Oh god. Orb of regret. I regret nothing. God damn it.
For those who ascend too quickly, the fall is inevitable.
There is land. This is new to me. I've never encountered this. Damn. Alright then. Back to the drawing board. Don't worry, I will skip everything up until the final fights right now. Unless it's lore, you know. But still. God damn it.
Some things that slumber should never be awoken. You are condemned. Show me your resolve. Loyal must be avenged. You were born for this. Pity the Emperor who sits alone on his throne.
I think he's going to kill me in real life. You're a cheater. Not fun. No damage, come on. I'm not getting damage gloves. Yes, finally, more lore.
I cannot carry this.
The warrior bled upon Azaro's stones and cursed Azaro's ilk. He looked upon the walls of his tomb, built by his masters, his enemies, and called for the first ones to carry him to the forest and fields of his Ezomir. Yet while the first ones remained silent, the guide did speak. of secrets planted by clever hands enslaved by gold. And with one such secret, plucked the life of the warrior from the first one's jaws.
Alright, so the Eternal betrayed the Azomite. I mean, I could have told you that too, because, you know, the Azomites kind of are slaves of the Eternals at this point in history. Were slaves. So yeah. More lore.
A guide, cornered and quailing. A warrior, watching. A guide, cornered and quailing. A warrior, watching. The moment bathed in the shadow of doubt, of ambition, of an imperial throne, and a people made free by an emperor of Ezamir. The warrior threw off that cold and cloying shadow and struck down the slavering beasts. The guide looked to the warrior with gratitude in his eyes and spoke of doubt, of ambition, of an imperial throne and a people made free by an emperor of San.
Yeah, differences. So, who was the first to be emperor of this age? My guess would be the Eternal, but still. Alright. The final lore piece.
The custom of the Lord's trial was upheld throughout the founding years of the Empire. Verusso's successor, Caspiro, was a low-born legionnaire, the lone survivor of a labyrinth that claimed the lives of every high-born contender, including Verusso's only son. Caspiro proved to be every bit the emperor that Verusso was. Alas, the Lord's labyrinth was corrupted by those with the vanity to consider their blood more precious than their empire. Selfish blood breeds selfish times, and the empire paid for it with its own blood, with the Knight of 1,000 Ribbons, with that most regal of cannibals, Emperor Romira. Not anymore. I, Izaro Frecius, shall return us to justice. I shall build the greatest Lord's labyrinth in Asmerian history, and my successor shall be chosen by the goddess herself. Only when the Lord's labyrinth is drenched in selfish blood can a true leader ascend the throne.
Bring it.
The Empire awaits you with open jaws. Forget your freedom.
Alright. Still no damage freaking gloves. God damn it. Alright, now.
Before your emperor, you are worthy. Before the goddess of justice, you are worthy. Receive our blessings, embrace our gifts, and rise ascendant. For this is the ending that we all deserve.
Well. Trigger ward on of fury on hit. Altar of ascendancy.
The savage path is always swift and sure. The ancestors speak through your clenched fists.
But no.
What divides the conqueror
from the conquered?
Perseverance.
Perseverance. Ascend. Unflinching. Return to town. Alright. Scepter of God. Here we come. And only after 1.5 hours. Even more, but still. Because I paused it. The Imperial Gardens. Let's meet Dominus. Dominus, whatever. I'm guessing this is the wrong way. Or maybe not. Nope. It was the right way. Wait, what? Alright, I'm confused.
You are well prepared for the end. This is a
Is it down there? No. Oh. Well, of course. Come on. I don't have time for your bullshit, Katarina. Scepter of God.
The Karui do not hide in towers built of fear.
That's good for you. That's good for you, dude. Alright. Malachi. Laureate Thaumaturge to the Eternal Empire. The father of dreams. The father of nightmare, to be exact.
This one is captured. I now will take it.
What exactly the Scepter of God was before Dominus completely ruined it, I don't know. But what it is now, it's not as fucked as fucked up as the Temple of Lunatus, don't get me wrong. But it isn't a nice place either. Gotta catch them all. Alright. Yeah, Juggernaut is not to be trifled with Tectonic Slam. This damage is stupid, especially because it's in an insane area of effect. The only thing I now need is a nice and powerful mace. Alright, so for that purpose, let's head back to the Sarn encampment. So we might actually be able to
There you going.
buy a mace. Alright. Why is this one so powerful? Next to the insane elemental shit. What is the highest tier? The Scepter of God. The pinnacle of power. The height of hubris. This needs to be Tectonic Slam. This needs to be hatred. This needs to be clarity. And this, I guess, can be double strike. Alright. Now. Yeah, that's a nice rhythm. Yeah. Yeah. Alright. Earthshake, Earthshake. Vengeance, Herald. Shoot charge. Wait. Earthquake. Here it is. I can't really support it right now. Alright.
My dear Chitters, the Empire
This is Malachi.
has lived in fear and ignorance since its inception. Our Asmiri ancestors, in their arrogance, turned their backs on the lessons of the Val. The emperors before you lacked courage, lacked vision, paying lip service to eternity while scrabbling for approval and comfort within the prison of their meager mortal lives. You are not one of those emperors. You are Chitters the Great, the man who will make this empire truly understand the meaning of the word eternal. We shall build this thaumatocracy together, my emperor, gem by gem, immortal by immortal. Your devoted servant, Malachi.
Yeah, the quest of immortality is a really dangerous one. Blah de blah de blah. I get what you're saying, but still, it's nice to be immortal, isn't it? Come on. Yeah, Earthquake is pretty nice.
Boom!
Oh well. I'll let you live. The upper Scepter of God. This is where shit gets real.
Survivor, you are well prepared for the end. This is a fine capture.
Well, when I say real, I say, a little bit less trivial. I'm kind of overleveled for this now. And as a Juggernaut, it's even more pronounced, because, you know, being a Juggernaut pretty much makes you unkillable. Yeah. Unless you're complete and utter fucktard, but otherwise, you're pretty much immortal.
God bless you on this fine day, Exile. Care for another... You restore... Vol of Thebros was just a shadow of what you'll become, Crusader.
Oh, I
you
hope
keep
not.
on this path and God will see to that. So you and I need to talk the next time you're in town. God has plans for you, my friend. Yes, he does.
Alright, fuck Elrond. Alright, he actually likes Vol. God damn it.
Survivor, you are well prepared for the end.
Val, rain of arrows. Wait, what? Fire a large number of arrows into the air to land at the target area after a short delay. Enemies hit by the arrow are pinned in place, unable to move for a time. Ah. Alright. The Val letter. For 7 years I advised. For 7 years she listened. Today she would not. Now my blood will be but another drop in an ocean that will drown this land. Ah, that's a nice... that's a nice message. Alright, so those Val letters are written by people who don't really like the Val Empire. This is a contraption of Dominus for the purpose of experimenting on people. Yeah. It's that time again.
You are captured. Stupid beast.
I think this is the second to last stairs. So at this time we will be seeing some more interesting things. This is where you rescue the Scion at first. I don't know what she says anymore. It was a long time. But as you can see here, there's pretty much a never-ending stream of bodies. I don't think they're alive. They look kind of decomposing. But that, you know, would be a nice courtesy of Dominus to actually lend to his experiments, you know, that they actually will be dead. Also, why the hell is the Blackguard being killed here? I mean, if Dominus has reached the pinnacle and actually set up a laboratory there, you would assume that anything in this tower was already dead if it wanted to, you know, keep Dominus from going to the top. So at first, why are there any enemies who aren't aligned with the Blackguard / Dominus? So in other words, the statues and the beasts in this tower. And yeah, if that's the case, you know, there shouldn't be any more enemies. And yeah, it's just weird that there are dead Blackguards all over the place. Alright. Tower rooftop. Let's go.
I exiled an animal. Now you almost resemble a man. Carol.
Jesus, this damage. And I'm not even oh my god, I wasn't even using Aegis.
Have you ever seen the true face of God, Exile? The touch of
Well,
God! Nightmare prevails! The touch of God! The touch of God!
oh Dominus, you are pathetic.
The touch of God!
Why would you think God would
This
have
world
anything to
is
do
an
with
illusion, Exile.
Nightmare? What the fuck? Don't do this. No. Don't game. Why are you doing this? No. No. Return. Return to normalcy. No. What the fuck, man? There's something really wrong with this game now. It's riddled with bugs. For some reason, it keeps on crashing. Alright, second. Such an anticlimax. Well, see you in. Alright, let's try this again. Oh! Oh, it did actually skip. Oh, whoa, hi. Hey! Huh. We actually kept the damage that I did. Nice. Good to know. Oh my bloody god, quit it. Just die. Just die. Alright.
The Empire dies with you, Dominus. The Karui will never again be slaves.
No maximum life. Fuck that. Alright. Lady Diana, what are you doing here?
You have mounted the summit of the Empire, not a cockroach. You have crushed the bug Emperor and wiped his maggot dreams from the skin of Rayclast. Dominus exiled you, naked and alone, unto the palm of death. But you would not die, would you?
Nope.
No. No. You cuddled death, promised it the world, made it your conquest, and so generously shared it with all your fleeting friends here in Rayclast. Not once did you forget what you were. Not a cockroach feeding on the corpse of a dead empire, like the pest you crushed as you walked. A man. The sort of man that planted the seed of this empire right here in San so long ago. What teetering and twisted life it still holds dear. This land owes to you, marauder.
Hey,
Of
hey.
course, there will be more. You know that, don't you? Emperors. Avaricious little pests scrabbling to steal the legacy of their betters. Unless we burn that legacy, sear its infection from the flesh of existence. Go north, my lovely unbug. Go to Highgate, to the beginning of the end. Dive headlong into the nightmare sea. Catch and roast yourself a nice big fishy.
The aqueduct. Where, oh where, will she be leading me? I wonder. Oh, come on. The aqueduct isn't that big. Thank you.
Follow a dead river to the foot of Kitava's kingdom. Just how the elders at home told it.
Oh, it isn't Kitava's
You there,
domain.
A
no, no.
moment of your time. Send this malcontent.
This one is captured, and I will take it.
Alright, what can we see in this river actually? Nothing but just leaves, alright, it's not that interesting, it's just a freaking river.
A satisfactory elimination, I suppose. A little sloppy in the execution, but one always has room for...
Of course, everybody has room for improvement. Nothing is perfect. Another Val cider. Nice, nice. Not that many, to be honest. There aren't that many, to be honest, I should say. I have like 5 valve skills right now, and none of them I can use, by the way. Freaking none of them. I mean, of course, why would I be able to use them? Well, I guess I'm able to use them, but they're not that effective.
I cannot carry this.
Oh. Damn you. Been bamboozled again by my own freaking... Ooh.
To kill a man like Dominus. That's an accomplishment worthy of Calm, my greatest ancestor.
Our
Were we
greatest
in
ancestor.
Nalmakanui, I'd make you a Makanga, an honored warrior. But we are not in Nalmakanui. We dwell in a city of death, and my respect is all the honor I can bestow on you.
Ooh, you've got more information.
You have claims the most worthy of prey, Makoru. Piety and Dominus, the harbingers of nightmare. I'm not saying the war is over, but you've given Rayclast a much-needed respite. Talakora.
Alright.
Come over here.
You've got nothing to say about me killing Dominus. I mean, I don't know why you would, but... still. Interesting.
Need something?
You also...
Mind over me.
Even Gregor doesn't have anything to say about me killing Dominus. Only Maramoa. Weird, weird. Alright. Little bit of good roll. Nope. Nope. It isn't even one roll with maximum modifiers. I mean, I guess if it gets a flat physical damage and 1 or 2 extra elemental damage modifiers once I reroll, it might be stronger than the weapon I've got now. Damn. I mean, this build, the funny thing about it is, it deals a shit ton of damage without me even doing anything. The counter-attack damage that I can deal is insane. Torture feet. Yeah, I didn't care. Val double strikes. I can actually use this one. Nice. It's not that strong, Val double strike, don't get me wrong, but it's something that I can actually use. So that's nice. Wow. It leveled 2 times in one pack. Oh wait, because it's just level 1, isn't it? Oh god. It's a legendary beast. Actually, this one isn't that bad.
The first ones look upon this capture with pride, Exile. You hunt well.
Ooh. Well, no, it's 2 freaking tiers lower. Never mind.
I cannot carry this.
Alright. Another one.
First ones look upon this capture with pride, Exile. You hunt well.
Boom. The 100th foot shadow. Dude. I expected more of you.
The first ones look upon this capture with pride.
Ooh. My gems are leveling faster than... Oh yeah. That's a nice sign. At least I think that's a nice...
I cannot carry this.
thing. But where, oh where did the aqueduct actually lead to this? Captain Vincenti. The Highgate holds the secret to the true origin of the gems. Clean the mountain of those Mercath parasites and secure the entrance to those mines. Do not disappoint me, Vinci. As you well know, my displeasure can change a man. Piety. Well, that bitch is dead. So, yeah. We don't have to worry, now do we? Welcome, exiles. To Highgate.
We opened the gates to you for two reasons only. Dominus and piety. They made themselves our enemies. You made them dead. Now, Oyan believes there is a third reason. The beast is our enemy. Perhaps you can make it dead as well. The Marraketh and the Karui have fought side by side in the past. And side by side, we were lied to and used. History must not be allowed to repeat. Let us share only the truth, Marauder, so that we may wipe our memories clean.
And... no.
I'm watching you.
Navari!
Many great things begin at the foot of the mountain, Exile. So too do many tragedies. Often a path becomes a fork, and the echoes of your actions push you down one side or the other. Do you know where you were being carried?
Would you like to
I
know?
will
Yeah,
see
yeah.
you again.
Talamoana warrior. I can't tell you how good it is to meet a man so willing and able to fight for
Oh
humanity.
my god, Vanya.
Pataris.
I've seen the heads of too many friends dangling from Karui belts.
Friends whose orders were to clap slavers' irons on as many Karui as they could get their filthy hands on. Please, Marauder, ignore Pataris.
Alright. Interesting change of dynamics here. She actually gets the Karui cause, and he doesn't really like Karui that much. They actually disagree on something.
My grandfather was a captain in the Ebony Legion. My father too, and me. Just following the path that had been laid out for me.
Until you met me.
Yes, until I met the most beautiful woman I'd ever seen.
Behind bars. An exile waiting to become an experiment. Not quite how I imagined meeting the man of my dreams.
I realized then that I wasn't part of the Ebony Legion anymore. I'd become a blackguard like every other damned legionnaire in San, taking orders from a madman.
Pataris freed me and led us here.
I'd heard about the Marrakech from those few legionnaires who survived the assault on Highgate.
And I talked them into harboring us.
Vanya can be very persuasive when she wants to.
Alright, that kind of explains why there are more non-Marrakech people here. Alright.
Kira is a racist bully with that fancy hair crest of hers stuck so far up her.
Come on, Vanya. She's a warrior. It's not her job to be nice. It's her job to defend...
Look all lithe and sweaty when you're watching her train. That's the only job you're interested in.
I'm studying the Marrakech fighting style.
Sure you are, sweetie.
Alright.
We've a few bits and pieces lying about that might help with what's to come.
Bits and pieces? I risked my neck to salvage those artifacts.
I know, sweetie, and I really appreciate your artifacts.
You didn't say that when I brought them in. You said, is that all?
You'd been gone for ages.
And you think you could do a quicker job?
Yes, if you'd let me, yes.
No. Not for all the jewelry in the world. What if I lost you?
Okay, I'm sorry. We have charms and regalia sourced at great risk from some of the most dangerous places in Rayclast. Better?
Yes, thank you. Alright, cut the freaking crap. What do you know about the beasts?
I heard of the beast before coming here. Piety talked about it. I suppose she saw no point in keeping secrets from the people she was planning to murder.
I'm so sorry, Vanya.
God, it's not your fault, Pataris. But Piety used to say that the beast was the source of her power. How she managed to turn poor men and women into those... things. She kept using a phrase. What was it?
Universal transmogrification. I heard her assistants talk about it too.
The power to change the world into anything you like.
Bloody scary power in the hands of someone like Piety.
Bloody scary powerful stop.
Alright, just more what the beast can do, but not what is the beast. Go! Probably not more powerful, but still, nice try, nice try.
Anything you need, just ask.
Be careful.
God damn it, stay on one. Alright. Tasuni. Hello.
I am Tasuni, he who peers into the gloom, who hears the black hearts that thunder within the mountain deep. If you seek enlightenment, find a torch. if you seek to understand the nightmare, I can help feel your way through the darkness. Cahome's way took him down into the darkest of nightmares. Have you asked your ancestors if that's really where the Karui way leads? Kila rides more swiftly and strikes more truly than any other Dekara here. If only she could learn to think as swiftly as she rides and speak as truly as she strikes. Better and worse are judged not on the talents one prizes, but the talents one needs. Pitaris and Vanya, two mouths that speak from one mind. When together, they express some quite interesting thoughts. When apart, well, half a thought isn't really...
That isn't that nice. Come on.
The time has come, not a cockroach, to crawl up into the bowels of this nightmare, traverse its innards, and rip out its corrupted heart. Olin will help us. Go on now. Hobnob with the Maraketh matriarch. Learn what needs to be learned, and quickly. There's a filthy darkness down in that mountain, and it's reeking with impatience to meet you. Ta-ta, not a cockroach.
There was a time when Maraketh and Karui fought side by side against the forces of corruption. It would appear that the time has come to finish what we started together. With our help, you will kill the beast within the mountain. Lady Diala has told me this. She has much faith in you, Marauder. The question is, can we Maraketh share in her faith?
Obviously.
Sekema Deshret sealed the mines, trapped the nightmare within its black den. The beast should never have been imprisoned. The beast should have been destroyed, yet for all her ferocity, it seemed that Deshret lacked the courage to do so. And now, after 2 centuries guarding this hole in the ground, this Akara lacks the strength. But you are not Deshret, and you are not one of us. You will succeed where we have failed. Deshret's banner will break the seal and open the mines. It was taken from her when she fell to Vol, the brittle emperor. Take the stairs to the southwest. Descend to the dried lake. You shall have no trouble finding the brittle emperor. You'll smell him before you see him. Bring Deshret's banner home, and you will be free to pass into the darkness as you wish.
She is over 2 centuries old. How are the Maraketh so long living, I guess?
The Maraketh once stood united under Deshret's banner. That was before the plagues, the tempests, the corruption. Deshret rode here with this Akara, the Kiato, to put an end to the beast's curse, and upon the very threshold of the darkness, she faltered. Perhaps she saw that King Kalm had gone there before her and not returned, or perhaps the nightmare simply overcame Deshret's seemingly indomitable courage. Either way, she chose not to ride into the mountain to slay the beast. She closed and sealed the mines and committed this Akara to Highgate's guardianship. The tempests, the plagues, they passed. Of their own accord, or because of Deshret's seal, we do not know. But what I do know is this. When Deshret vowed to watch over these mines, she simply traded one curse for another.
Well, if all is said and done, your curse is that you're still immortal. The beast isn't. And whoever the beast chooses for it to be its avatar isn't. Granted, that life isn't that nice, but an eternal life. So I guess there's always something wrong with the life you've chosen. Alright. Can you tell me more about Vol? How did he end up here?
Vol and his unmen have dipped their fleshless claws into the lifeblood of the Maraketh since the day this Akara tethered its roar here. Such is the way with men of war. Remove their tongues, yet still they thirst for blood. Remove their bellies, yet still they hunger for battle. Remove their manhood, yet still they lust for conquest.
Alright, they just wanted to expand their empire. Alright, that's pretty straightforward.
I will make allies of whomever I deem useful. We have observed the actions of both Blackguard and Exile, and it is Pitaris and Vanya who give meaning to those actions. This Akara has not mixed with other than its own for over 200 years. The outside world has now discovered us, so it is time that we discover...
She actually is over 2 centuries old. Damn. And you're still standing up? Damn. You are impressive.
Kira has the blood of Deshret in her veins and the bonds of Deshret in her mind. Her loyalty to her Akara is admirable. Her loyalty to the past is not.
What do you mean by that? I don't care about Kira.
Tasuni has been corrupted since the day he was born. Maraketh tradition would have it that such a warped child be left upon the moonlit plain for the gods to adopt. Tasuni was not taken by the gods that night. Such a thing has never happened before in our Akara. Now we know why. Tasuni is a man caught between 2 worlds, our world of light and the beast's world of darkness. He is our scout in the black, and without him, Nightmare would remain beyond our understanding. And an enemy you cannot know is an enemy you cannot fight.
But what is the freaking Nightmare? You say you're understanding it, but I don't. That's why I'm here. God damn.
Diala wishes the beast dead. But why? Why would a nightmare wish to kill a nightmare? A question of great interest, yet little importance. It does not matter why the sun rises and sets, as long as it continues to do so.
The seal to the mines. The mines which contain the lair of the beast.
What do you need now?
You actually have dialogue now for me. Nice, nice.
I've led many a war party against Vol and his unmen, and I've seen too many of my Dakara die. I shall look for your return, but I shall not expect it.
Bitch, I've killed Dominus. You really think that a brittle emperor who has been corrupted for a few hundred years could actually freaking stand up against me? I mean, come on. Oh, by the way, we do now have a little bit of a time stamp on when Vol actually, you know, fell to the corruption. Because this civilization of Maraketh actually was here when the Nightmare occurred. Then they sealed the mines. Well, no, I don't know. I'm expecting that this came here after the cataclysm occurred, because, you know, this civilization wouldn't be here if it was in the middle of the cataclysm. So after, and she was talking about the Oyun was talking about lifeless claws, so they were already corrupted, so it's after the cataclysm. So the cataclysm is at least, at most, well, yeah, I guess at most 200 years in the past. That's not that far back, if you know, consider that I was thinking that Sarn was a lot older than that. So Sarn is actually just a ruined city from maybe 2.5 centuries old. And that's it. Yeah, I mean, if you look at the ruins, etc., it kind of looks like something that would have been in ruins for 2.5 centuries. So yeah, I guess it makes sense now. It makes sense. All right.
As we give strength to the outside, we grow weaker on the inside. First, there was Pataris and Vanya. Now there is you. It shows how little faith Oyan has in us, in her own Akara, that she would treat blackguards and exiles with such admiration.
Blackguards. Need blackguards. Also, I could smash your skull in an instant right now. You have nothing on me. Absolutely nothing.
Oyan is my Sikema, my commander. I am her Dakara, her warrior. I defend this Akara as Oyan sees fit. Whether Oyan is fit to see what is best for this tribe, it is not for me to say.
So shut the fuck up then.
My mother gave Tasuni to the gods. The gods gave him back, and I thank them for it every day. Given the choice, I would never have chosen Tasuni as my brother. But then, family is not about what you want. It is about what you need. When a woman forgets how to die, a woman forgets how to live. Deshret said that to her Dakara on the day she killed Titusius, scourge of the Maraketh. I say this of Diala. When a woman knows nothing of life, how can she care for the living? I'm watching you. You will be remembered.
Why is everybody so nasty to Diala?
I see and feel the darkness.
She was actually an experiment. She didn't have a nice life. I mean, come on. She is at least 2.5 centuries old. Also, so yeah. Give her a break, man.
The Maraketh are stranded in the sandstorm of reflection and regret. We look to El Sakemma to lead us out. Yet the sandstorm is all she knows. She needs me. Her eyes and ears in the darkness. But she will never comprehend my gifts. Diala has the form of a woman. Yet the substance is 1 part corruption and 9 parts death. One day soon, you will see how lifeless she truly is.
She's doing just fine. I mean, come on.
The Maraketh speak of his betrayal, but Vo did what he thought was necessary to destroy the beast. Now he wonders the desiccation, tortured as much by his failure as by nightmare.
The Red Sakema was the woman who forged what it meant to be Maraketh. A people united, strong. Deshret lit fires in the hearts of women and loins of men. When she fell, so did the Maraketh. We've been falling ever since.
No, you've been doing fine. Come on. Alright, Diala, do you have anything to say before we end this episode?
Not a cockroach. Hello, impatient reekings. They waft to me from that mountain. That's all I can smell. Not a cockroach. Stinking anticipation. Vol the Pure, they called him. Vol the Murderer, I call him. In his name, an emperor was murdered. In his name, an empire was murdered. Yes, it was Malachi's lips that kissed me. Yes, it was Malachi's hand that led me to the rapture. No, no, and no again. It was Vol's words that put me there. Bye-bye.
Go where you are needed.
Alright then. This has been basically the finale of the Vanilla storyline. And the beginning of something more. So, if you like this episode, please leave a like. If you dislike this episode, please leave a dislike. But comment whatever you want, or comment nothing, because I cannot control whatever you do, because you are your own lord and or lady. And I'll see you next one. Bye. Also, goddamn, almost 3 hours. I've been busy.